the NBA Finals, you mentioned to some of us out there just the key that Andrew Bynum brought in terms of minutes and production. How did his presence and just his ability to overcome his injury change the complexion and dynamic of what the Lakers have?
Well, I think when you look at Game 1, naturally his numbers are down from during the season. Right. You don't look at numbers when you're talking about this type of a talent, because when you put Bynum out there for 28 productive minutes, just don't look at the stats. Look at the rotations that he was able to make where the knee held up. Now remember, will it hold up here as we move along to how many games? That's question number one. Now in Game 1, he was excellent on the rotations, and then when the arms go up in the intimidation. When you add that to Gasol, you have the 2 7-footers who don't really leave their feet, but because of their size and their arm length, they intimidate you from trying to finish. Never mind going to the hole. So they talk you out with the intimidation factor, and then the player sees you coming and you change your shot. Now in Game 1, the Celtics did not react, and you say, well, why not? And the answer is because they haven't played against two guys this tall, this athletic, that didn't get in foul trouble, and were able to make the necessary rotations. My big question is, can they do it as we move throughout the series?
What do you think will determine if they're able to do that?
Well, first of all, it's going to come down to the injury factor. That's number one. And then number two, it's going to come down to foul trouble. Because in this series, when you go to Gasol and Odom, you become much smaller. Now, it didn't bother you against Utah. It didn't bother you against Phoenix. Now, you did have trouble in the first round with Oklahoma City. But in this series, you need size. Now, in Game 1, Odom was on the floor for only 19 minutes. You need more than that. Now, that's fine. You need more than that. But is it because Gasol's in foul trouble? You need the points from Gasol. Now, if it's Bynum in foul trouble, you need the shot blocking and rotating. So it would be nice to see if Phil could get a nice Gasol at 36, 38 minutes, Odom maybe 28 to 32, and Bynum stays in that 28, and can he get 30 minutes?
Right. With the production that Kobe has put together this playoff series, I think 10 of the past 12 games have been 30 points, then obviously just the way he's directed the offense and played defensively. How would you compare this postseason performance from him compared to other years?
Well, I just go what Jerry West said, and Jerry West has been around Kobe because he's the one who initiated the trade in the first place and is his biggest fan. So I would say if Jerry West said this is the best basketball that Kobe has ever played as a Laker, I think that I would say, yes, okay. I don't think I'm going to doubt Jerry West, because I do believe that he's known as a fairly decent evaluator. No, what you get with Kobe right now is the high shooting percentage. The shooting percentage from the field during the 17 games. And then the key factor. You know he's going to shoot in the 80s on the line, but then the ultra key is the three-point shooting. Throughout the first 17, he's averaging 5 attempts behind the three-point line, which for him is a lot. But the fact he's shooting over 40%. So he's become more dangerous from that area. So even if you trap him, which Phoenix did a number of times, he was able to elevate with the clock down behind the three-point line and still knock it down. Well, in order to do that, A, the ankle is better. B, the knee that everyone was worried about before Phoenix is better. And then C, the finger. He's got it down pat now on the release of the basketball. He needs all three to be healthy.
Looking ahead to Game 2, you mentioned a lot of just the different adjustments that Boston may try to make in terms of combating the Lakers' size and all that. What other adjustments from their end do you anticipate?
Well, they have to do something on the weak side of the triangle. Because in Game 1, anytime that the Lakers, say, would go to the left side of the floor with the triangle, reverse the ball back to the right side, this is where they hurt him. Now, as I pitch the ball to the man coming to the foul line, it's a two-man game. I either would turn the corner, get the ball back, go in and lay it up before the man playing, the pivot man on the left side of the lane, rotated to me. If he did get to me, we had a 2-on-1 with his man going to the rim, and they could not do anything about it because of spacing. That has to be the first adjustment. Or I would hit the flash post guy. I would go around, not get it, I would go to the corner. The post guy would turn around and take you off the dribble, and now they had you in a high-low, but it was a diagonal high-low. So once I take you off the dribble, that other low post guy comes and rotates to me, we have you 2-on-1. Now, that must be solved as we move through, or the Celtics are in a lot of trouble. Because right now, Boston's got to look at that. Even LA has got to look at it and say, you know what, we can get to the rim in that area.